Hi, my name is Damilola Olalere. I'm a freelancer on Fiverr. I play the guitar and I mix and master as well. My sister was in the choir and I would follow her to practice every Saturday and I'll just wait for her like 4 hours. And I got tired of that, so I will go to the piano. They had an old piano at the back of the church. Using my old experience with the piano, I could just know what forms a major chord is 135, and I just apply that to the guitar and I could play immediately. I'm like, this is way easier. I'll stick with the guitar. After playing guitar for close to 2 decades, about 20 years, I will record albums for people and they will send me the reference track and, hey, how do you like how it sounds? And I always have a problem with it. I'm like, it could sound better. So I will give the engineer a call and I'll start adding stuffs, and they didn't like me that much. So I end up mixing on my own and got better, actually went to school for it. I found inspiration everywhere. Not to sound cliche, like hear the bird sings and all that good stuff. One time I was mopping the floor and it sounded right, and I could sample that and just create sounds based on that fact. So I will consider myself as a fusionist. From R&B, I could be recording an R&B song right now and I'll be on the stage playing rock and roll and back in the studio playing gospel. I think because of my experience and how many places I've lived over the years, it shaped my style and me personally, so I can actually fit into most settings. I grew up in Lagos, Nigeria, and that shaped me musically. It's a big city, and music is a big thing. Kind of the African sound as it is right now. And also, I lived in New York City as well for a while. And I live in Jersey now, not that much of a difference, but yeah. So, and you travel a lot and you spend time in other places around the world. It shapes you musically and you hear sounds differently. Finding your own sound, and when you play a session, you don't just want to be a guitar player. I want to be, oh, that's Dees that play that sound. So that's one of the major obstacles, finding your own sound and staying true at the same time. That's huge. And also breaking forth. And it's not like there's a manual on how to be a great musician. There are some, but good luck with that. Being a father, right, it's amazing. I have 2 boys. And one is interested in music, one is not. Balancing that means I start recording after they go to bed because they are my bosses. So it's really hard to keep that balance between being a full-time musician and being a full-time dad. But so far we're getting better, they're growing and they're loving what I do. So we spend time together these days, and that's really fun. They help me with the guitars, untune them when I tune them, and push my amps everywhere. And my studio is actually in the basement, so they love being in the basement because there's enough stuff to play with. Not my favorite parts, but... Well, I'll pick an overdrive pedal. Why? Because you can shape it. You can make it sound like it falls. You can make it dirtier, almost distortion-like. It's a whole new platform for me. I could be in my basement in New Jersey and be working with someone in Germany and be on a Zoom call with someone in Manchester. It makes it global, and the reach is, there's no boundaries. I've had a lot of projects that got too heavy for me, and I'll still look for other freelancers on Fiverr to share that with. That is priceless. And it just opens a whole new world with no boundaries. And I think that's an amazing thing. Not to sound cliche one more time, but it's an escape. There's a lot going on around the world right now, and a lot of things don't add up, but when you put a piano and a guitar and you have bass to that, that all adds up and it makes sense. So it's a good escape to me.